Hello my bookworms, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney. In today's video we are going to do the January book tag. So hey, what's up? How are you? I hope you're doing well in this new year. This tag was created by Jan over at her channel, Jan. Jan is an incredible human. I love her so much, and she created this book tag. It's perfect because one, her name is Jan and it's January book tag, but also two, it's like a beginning of the year book tag to reflect and then look forward on the new year. So I'm very excited to get into this tag, but before we do, I want to thank today's sponsor, which is Book of the Month. Book of the Month is a super popular and fast-growing online book service for readers. Their mission is to promote new and emerging authors and help readers find books that they love. The Book of the Month team vets hundreds of books every single month to create a curated selection of new and early release titles so that their readers, us, can have more time reading and less time researching. One of the best things about Book of the Month is that it is risk-free. If you do not love the choices that month, you can either choose from a Book of the Month member's favorite books, or you could skip risk-free. You won't be charged that month and you will just pick up where you left off the next month. Book of the Month only ships to US addresses, but it is the place to get the highest quality hardback book for just $9.99 using the code Let's Go. No space, no apostrophe, just Let's Go. And going through the choices of this month in January, the first one, the thriller pick, is Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. This book is a deliciously wicked gothic suspense set in an isolated Pacific island with a dark history. This is a story about Lux McAllister and her boyfriend Nico, who are hired to sail two women to a remote island in the South Pacific. When they get there, all is well until the arrival of a skeevy stranger sailing alone. When it becomes clear that the group is even more cut off from civilization than they initially thought, it starts to feel like the island itself is closing in on them, and when one person goes missing, another turns up dead. Lux begins to wonder if any of them are going to make it off the island alive. The next book, the historical fiction choice, is The Magnolia Palace by Fiona Davis. This is a story about the secrets, betrayal, and murder within one of New York City's most impressive Gilded Age mansions and the history surrounding the infamous Frick family. You'll get to read about the tangled web of romantic trysts, stolen jewels, and family drama that runs so deep the stakes just might be life or death. The next choice on the list is the contemporary fiction choice, which is Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson. In this moving debut novel, two estranged siblings must set aside their differences to deal with their mother's death and her hidden past. A journey of discovery that takes them from the Caribbean to London to California and ends with her infamous black cake. We can't choose what we inherit, but can we choose who we become? The next choice on the list are short stories, which is Fiona and Jane by Jean Chen-ho. This book is a witty, warm, and irreverent book that traces the lives of two young Taiwanese American women as they navigate friendship, sexuality, identity, and heartbreak over 2 decades, and they both learn that friendship is both indispensable and a great challenge. The last choice is the romance pick, which is Love and Other Disasters by Anita Kelly. This book is about the first openly non-binary contestant on America's Favorite Cooking Show who falls for their clumsy competitor in this delicious romantic comedy, proving that like the best meals, true love is hard work, a bit messy, but oh so rewarding. And every single month you have the option to add on a book to your box. And Book of the Month this month sent me The Maid by Nita Prose. This book is about Molly Gray. She struggles with social skills and misreads the intentions of others. She gets a job as a hotel maid, and when she goes to clean the suite of the infamous and wealthy Charles Black, she finds the room in a state of disaster and Mr. Black himself dead in his bed. Before she knows what's happening, Molly's unusual demeanor has the police targeting her as their lead suspect. Fortunately for Molly, friends she never knew she had unite with her in a search for clues to what really happened to Mr. Black, but will they be able to find the real killer before it's too late? So again, thank you so much to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video, and all you guys watching at home, don't forget to use the code Let's Go using the link down in my description to get your first box for $10. And all of that being said, we can get on into the rest of the video, which is the January book tag. The first question on this tag is, what is the last book you read last year? I am currently still reading the book that I was last reading last year, which is The Keeper of Night by Kylie Lee Baker, which I'm loving, by the way. But the last book that I finished last year was Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. Razorblade Tears was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I felt like I was expecting it to be a little bit more of a, I don't know, high energy thriller, I guess. But, you know, it was like a low simmer, like the whole time, with like little bits of punches, you know? I don't know. But it was really good. Question number 2 is, what's your first read of this year? It is finishing The Keeper of Night by Kylie Lee Baker. After that, I will go into one of the books on my January TBR. I don't know which one, but it's the start of the new year, so I gotta pick something good. I have a lot of options. I might pick up like The Sword of Kagan or maybe Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Those are two books that are on my January TBR. But yeah, I need to finish The Keeper of Night. For sure will be my first finished book. Oh boy. Question number 3 is share 3 of your reading goals for this new year. I'm going to make like a separate video for my 2022 goals for like the channel and personal life and things like that. But 3 basic goals that I have this year, reading goals. Okay, I gotta change my thought process. I was gonna give you like life goals. So reading goals. One of them might be a little bit lame, but it is purely just enjoying my time here. You know, not putting too much pressure on reading what everyone's reading and letting myself, you know, binge a whole series if I want to and not worry about a scheduled TBR because I want to read what I want to be reading. You know, giving myself the flexibility and the leeway to just enjoy reading, not make it a job all the time. Another bookish goal would probably be my subscribers. I would love to get to 20K this year. I think that that is doable, I hope, and if not, totally fine, but 20K would be my goal. That would be my goal. And then my third goal kind of goes hand in hand, which is my Patreon channel. We have so much fun over there and I love the little family that we're cultivating. And I would just like to watch our family grow. I think that would be really, really cool. That's probably like the most important one for me because it is really like a little close-knit family that we have and it's amazing. I love it over there. I get so happy every day seeing all the messages in the Discord and looking forward to the reading sprints with them and it's just so much fun. I think my Patreon channel would be like my focus because it's the thing that like brings me the most joy. Question number 5 is which goals did you reach or not reach last year? Oh boy, I would have to look back at my 2021 goals. I know for a fact that one of my goals was to finish the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, and I definitely didn't do that. I know I didn't do that. And I know that my subscriber count goal last year, I think was 10K, and I made it, which was really cool. I'm so thankful, and I'm pretty sure another goal was start a Patreon channel, which I did, and I'm loving it. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, my subscriber goal was actually 7,000 last year. I'm rewatching my video. I didn't even know that. Why are you here? Thank you for being here. I love you. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful. I'm gonna cry. I can't do this. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure the only goal that like I 100% did not complete was the series goal for the Mortal Instruments, which I mean, that was kind of a minor goal to begin with. So I mean, I'm not upset about it. I still would like to finish that series so that I can read the other books in the Shadowhunters realm / just continue like really, I just need to finish series. I have so many series that I'm trying to like read and start. And I need to reel it in a little. Question number 6 is, are there 2022 releases that you've heard of that you have no desire to read? Honestly, I'm going to be honest. Last year, I was super on top of my 2021 releases. I made a spread in my bullet journal and I was like pre-ordering like it was nobody's business. But this year, I need to cut back on that. I need to chill out, so to say. I haven't heard of any that I'm not excited to read. And since I'm not really on my game with the releases aspect of the bookish community, I don't feel like I have any answers for that question, but I will say that I'm very excited for the next book in the Wayward Children series, which comes out on January 4th, I think. That's probably out by this time. It's Where the Drowned Girls Go, I believe. And then obviously, I cannot wait for the next Crescent City book. I can't wait. Can't wait. Question number 7 is, what are some reading habits that you want to change this year, if any? I think that the habits that I want to change are, it kind of goes back into like one of my goals, which is just like letting myself mood read sometimes. And if I have the first book in a series on my TBR and I really, 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 really just want to continue the series, like right after I finish that first book, I need to allow myself to go off a scheduled TBR sometimes. I feel like I get very caught up in my TBR game and I get very caught up in what's expected of me that I don't let myself always have the fun that I know that I can. If that makes sense, I just want to be more lenient with myself, I guess. Also, another reading habit that I want to change is just like the way that I buy books sometimes isn't that great. Like if I see one person talk about a book, rant and rave about it, I will go out and buy that book immediately, which is fine, you know, like it's fine. But I feel like I should take a step back and just like write it down, you know, like have a list somewhere of books that sound great, or just put it on my wish list to come back to it later and not just buy it for myself right away. I think I need to stop doing that. Question number 8 is, are there any adaptations that you are excited about this year? I don't know of any. I fall short in this aspect. It's been very busy with our new house and trying to fix it up and move in and so on and so forth. So it's very similar to not knowing all of the 2022 releases that are coming out right now. It's in the same ballpark as this question, which is I don't know if there are any adaptations that I'm excited about. I mean, like if there's another season of Shadow and Bone, or isn't there? I mean, there are a couple actually that I vaguely remember. I know that Tiffany D. Jackson is talking with people to produce some of her books into adaptations. I don't know the timeline for any of the ones that I've heard about though. So the answer is yes, there are some that I think that I'm excited about. I just don't know when they're happening or anything like that, but yes. Question number 9 is, what is your favorite bookish memory of last year? Honestly, okay, my favorite bookish memory of this last year was just the overwhelmingly positive feedback that I got from my Patreon channel. I remember the day that it went live, I was at work. And when it went live at its scheduled time, I remember getting notifications on my phone of the comments of like saying people were like, congratulations, like this is awesome, like things like that. And just seeing the support from like all my friends and seeing people go to my Patreon and actually subscribe. And I started seeing all the patrons like come in, and it was just really, really special. Like I can get emotional thinking about it, because having that community over on my Patreon channel is the reason that I kind of even want to do BookTube, because I do really enjoy making content and creating videos and reading books and doing all of these things on YouTube, but like the human connection is what I really thrive on. So having this just smaller little group of people that are just very excited about reading, very excited about the content that I'm creating, it's really, really special. And so launching my Patreon and having the great feedback that I did and having this tight-knit greenhouse worm family, it's really great. Question number 10 is, are there any carryovers from last year that you still plan on finishing? The Keeper of Night by Kylie Lee Baker. I know I've said it a few times. That is one. Other than that, I mean, I wasn't actively reading anything that I didn't finish. So no, but of course there were like quite a few books on failed TBRs that I would like to read this year. But the only like legitimate answer would be The Keeper of Night, since I didn't finish it in December, so I'm finishing it in January. And that was the last question. So the last thing that I want to do is just tag people to do this tag. If I don't tag you and you want to do it, I want you to do it. But I'm going to specifically tag Daryan, Lisa, Casey, Steph, Noelle, Christine and Monique, Molly, and Kristen. All of their links are down below in the description. And don't forget to check out Jan's channel, because she is an angel, and as are all of the people that I just mentioned. So please check them out, show them some love. And again, thank you to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to use the code Let's Go using the link in my description to get your first box for $9.99. And if you are still watching, then go ahead and leave like the party confetti emoji down below in the comments. I don't know what this is, but this is what that is to me. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I always appreciate your support. And of course, be kind to one another and happy reading.